Hello, welcome to one of the first unboxing videos on the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the Moza Flight Series lineup, which includes the Moza Ab9 force feedback base, the MA3X side stick, as well as the flight base table clamp. We'll do a quick unboxing, showcase the software, and we'll try it out in the sim. Let's go. Okay, so first we'll start by opening the Moza Ab9 force feedback base. Just got the 3 clips there, open up the top, and we're met with, looks like an instruction manual as well as some Moza stickers. Underneath the instruction manual and stickers is this protective foam piece. Taking that out the box and opening another box will reveal our power bank transfer case thingy. I don't know the name for it. Moving on, we have the actual AB9 base with the protective covering around it. We'll check it out in a second. Underneath that is where you'll find a small bag with screws and a small Allen wrench used for mounting later on. Under here, we also have the USB cable, as well as the power bank cable. Here's an overview of everything that's included in the box. Alright, time to actually check out the Moza base itself. First, it's protected by this nice felt covering, which is very, very nice and strong material. And there we are. We're actually met with the base itself. Picking up the base to get a nice and detailed look at it, you can definitely notice its weight. It's probably around 15 pounds if I had to guess. At the back here, you can see the rails, which we'll use to actually mount it to the table clamp. And then down below, you actually see the USB connectors. It looks like other connectors, as well as the power input. On the bottom here, we have a bunch of screw holes to mount it different ways. Now time to check out the MA3X side stick. Alright, in the box looks like we have another instruction manual. Right here it looks like you have another Allen wrench. At the time of recording, they only make a right-handed version of the side stick. I really wish they would make a left-handed side stick, as most pilots in the flight sim, including myself, do fly on the left-handed side of the cockpit, so that just would be something I would love to see. Still gonna use this as a left-hand stick though. Now to check out the Moza flight base clamp. I will say this also has some weight to it as well, so it should be a pretty sturdy base. And here is the table clamp. Just a normal untighten, tighten clamp system to make it fit to your desk, and also to make it fit a little bit easier and snugger. It also has these foam pads on the side. On the front here, you can see the different screw holes and rack options so you could actually mount it. On the bottom of the box, you'll find another small bag that comes with more screws and another Allen wrench. And here's everything included in the entire Moza unboxing we did today. Okay, now time to actually put everything together. First, we gotta remove this little covering tape that actually covers the micro ding connector. The side stick has a little cover itself. And then we'll match it up with the Moza base and we'll actually plug it in and screw it up. And voila, the finished product. Okay, now it's time to mount the table bracket to the base. We'll do this by using a slide nut and the short screw. Alright, and now we'll tighten it up with the Allen wrench. Slide it onto the base racks. Now that's positioned where I want it, we'll use the Allen wrench again to tighten it. And here's the finished product. Yeah, so I connected the table clamp a little too high. Anyways, let's go ahead and plug up the DC power cable and the USB cable. Here's what it looks like on the desk. Once powered on, it runs through its self-test. And now let's have a look at the Moza cockpit software. So here's the Moza cockpit software. On here it shows your devices, the MA3X, the AB9, rudder pedals if you have them, and also the throttles if you have them. If you look on the right hand side, it also has the different games you could actually config. To config, we'll hit config on Microsoft Flight Sim. We'll select our download installation, which will fill the rest of the paths, and then we hit save. Let's check out the AB9. In the AB9 base, we have a bunch of basic settings. Now I'm not a professional at these settings, so I won't just talk about them, but do see the options that you can use. Now let's have a look at the side stick settings. So here we could actually select any of the actual joysticks or Joy-Cons that actually connect to the Moza base. So here's a few examples of them. We'll only pay attention to the MA3X as that's what we're using. Here you could see a self-test center. So you would move the actual device in real life and make sure it corresponds to what's showing up as the inputs inside your computer. Okay, now to check out my personal favorite part of this software. So here's the load preset section. This base can also be used with multiple different flight sims as shown before. So you could actually select what you're using. So we're using the AB9, select the flight sim you're using. In my case, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And here's the default profiles included with the software for the Phoenix, for the PMG, etc. Today I'll be using the V1 Simulations Airbus profile he has posted in his Discord server. Only thing we have to do to load it is hit load preset. And there we go. And now it's time to try it out in the simulator with the Phoenix Airbus. What Phoenix Airbus, you ask? Alright, so here's me testing the input delay of the side stick. I found it's fairly around the same as every other side stick. The Phoenix itself actually does have a little bit of input delay built into its flight model, so this is pretty good, I would say. All right, time to test it out in a takeoff and a landing state. Now, rotating with the side stick is definitely where you can see the force feedback actually come into play. I did see myself having to use a little bit of muscle strength to pull that side stick back. Unlike other side sticks, this one does actually require some force. Now, making turning inputs like this, I definitely noticed there is a free range of movement with the side stick. Using other side sticks like the TCA Airbus from Thrustmaster and the Windwing side stick, I've noticed usually making a left or right turn while adding a nose up or nose down input, there's a little bit of a dip or like a small detent, like a burble in between those inputs. With this one, I don't notice a burble. It's just free movement, free roll. Okay, now time to test it out during a landing. Now, flaring with the side stick is literally the exact same as rotating with it. You'll definitely have to use a little bit of muscle input to get that nose up in the simulator. Now, I will say, because of this, it's definitely a big learning curve, so this wasn't the best landing in the world. But I will say, the flight control inputs do feel very stable with the side stick. And that's all I got for you guys today, man. I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. Hopefully it gave you guys a good insight on how to set up the Moza, what the Moza is all about, and just all in all, what to expect when getting the Moza. I do want to thank Moza for actually sending me out their products today to showcase to you guys. It's very, very appreciated. And also, I do want to know, if you guys enjoyed this video. This is, again, my first unboxing / review video, so I just wanted to know things that I could improve with, and also if you just like what you see already. If you did, make sure to comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.